Hi everyone, I'm here at Henry Cowell State Park in Felton, and I am just looking at a plant here that gives us a really good kind of classic example of how one way that plants can use animals to help transport their seeds around. These really aren't quite ready. I probably need to come back in a couple of weeks to really see what I'm talking about here. But what I'm looking at are these flower heads that are about to turn into seed pods, basically, of a plant called burdock. And what you can see on them is they do have this real prickly appearance to them. They basically are like little hooks on there. Each of those little things you can see is basically a little hook, kind of like the hooks on Velcro. And in fact, there was thought that these inspired the idea of Velcro, um, by basically they hook onto clothing, for example, so tightly that it's really hard to get them off. And they're going to do that also with animal fur. So this is a plant that is basically, um, when these seeds are ready, they'll be drier and they'll be easier to hook onto things. And if an animal walks by, I can feel them even kind of hooking onto my fingers a little bit right now, but they're not ripe, so they're not pulling off very easily. Later, what will happen is they'll hook onto, for example, a passing coyote or deer or dog or even a person, person's clothes probably, and then they'll basically hitch a ride and they'll go who knows where, some far distance away where eventually it'll fall off, or a coyote or deer or something will scrape on something and get the seeds off, and so then now the seeds are somewhere else where they can grow. So it's a really great example of hitching a ride. In this case, they're doing it by being kind of tricky, by just hooking onto things as they walk by. Other times, as we'll learn, they might be a little bit more generous. And for example, most berries and fruits are designed to be eaten by animals, to be carried in a different way. But that's just one way that plants are going to use the movement ability of animals to get what they need.